it's Chrissy again, and today I have for y'all a book review. So today I'm going to talk about The Only Boy by Jordan Locke. Okay, this book was hard to rate. I gave it a 4 on Goodreads. It's probably more 3.5, rounded up to a 4. Let me explain. This book's premise is a 5, hands down. This book is about a dystopian world where a disease has wiped out all men. So there are no men left. And the disease can also affect women, but the disease has been eradicated along with the men because there's no men left around to spread it. That is the idea anyways. But in this world without men, you have Taylor, who is a boy. The only boy. But he has to pretend to be a girl because men carry the disease. It's dangerous if he's a man because then he could be carrying the disease and the women might, want to kill him because of this, and just, he has to pretend to be a girl. But his compound is destroyed and he has to go live at Mary's compound where Mary is a girl. So you can kind of guess where this is going, right? Right? Okay. So I loved this premise. I was really excited. John Locke actually contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in receiving a book so I could give an honest review, and I said yes because the premise is so interesting, and the premise didn't fail. The adventure was good. The characters I actually really liked. My problem with this book, have you ever read a book where you get to the end and you realize that's not an end? That's not the end. Where are the last 100 pages of this book? That's not an ending. It's happened to me a few times. It's a big issue with contemporary books, but it happens in others. Just, you're missing the last 100 pages of the book. This book is missing about the first 100 pages. The relationship building wasn't there. It wasn't. When I first was reading it, I thought it was a case of insta-love. Like the worst case of insta-love I've ever seen in my life. But then I'm reading the book. I'm reading along. And they're talking or thinking about each other in a very not insta-love way. They're talking about things that, why they care about them, because he's so sweet and gentle and just kind, and because she isn't, because she's adventurous, and because she questions things, and things that are not just he's a boy and she's hot, And then I read further and I realized that Taylor was at Mary's compound before all the activity happened. They were living day-to-day life for 4 months as friends, just getting to know each other. You get maybe 4 days worth of events before everything starts happening. And so you don't see the relationship was built. It wasn't insta-love. They fell in love, but you didn't see it. And so you're reading and you're like, okay, they just love each other. We'll just accept that. We'll just go for it. So the book was good. I can't say go out and get this book right now. I can't call it a must-read. However, if you see it on the shelf, or if it's in your book pile already, it's definitely not a bad book. It is a typical dystopian, if you love dystopian specifically, or if you love the what if men disappeared from the earth, because there is an interesting kind of thread to the story just because it's women, and it's a good book. It's a decent book. I wouldn't say don't read it. If you can get over the missing first 100 pages, it is a pretty decent book. I feel like it's a good cleansing book. Like if you just need something to read, because it's a dystopian and it's fairly short, and it's because they cut out all of the relationship building. It's pretty much all action. So, well, somewhat, it's hard to explain. It just, yeah. So, that's what I thought of The Only Boy by Jordan Locke. Bye!